We have as our guest former Killian player and student Reggie Sutton, who is now a current player at the University of Miami. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
When did you graduate from Killian?
June of '82.
And what position did you play during your career here at Killian?
Strictly quarterback. Being a quarterback, you had to know what every player on the offensive team was doing. As a defensive back, all you have to know is what you're doing.
What are the differences between playing under Coach Cooley and at Killian and Coach Schnellenberger at UM?
Well, Coach Cooley, he was basically, you know, a defensive man. All he worked with was he was over the defense. He didn't worry too much about the offense. But Coach Schnellenberger is both, you know. He works with the offense and the defense, making sure that the assistant coaches, you know, doing the right thing, showing the guys the right plays. So you know, Coach Schnellenberger was more of an offense and a defensive man, as Coach Cooley was just defense.
Have you seen any of Killian's games this season?
I saw one.
What are your feelings of this year's team's performance?
I think that they have a long way to go. They're rebuilding. They need a quarterback and, you know, running backs. They just have to rebuild a young team, so it's going to take time.
As a football player at the University of Miami, do you find it hard balancing your studies and playing football?
Yes, because over here at Killian, you know, I didn't have to do that much, you know, in order to, you know, get good grades. But at UM, they don't really care too much if you're a player or not. They just, you know, make you go to class and you have to do everything on your own. So I find it a big difference going into college.
What is it like starting as a freshman on a major college football?
Well, it's the best feeling you can ever have, you know, because when I first went in, I didn't expect to play at all, you know, my first year. But now it ends up, you know, that I'm starting and stuff, so it's a great feeling to have.
Do you find that there's a lot of pressure placed on you because you were a freshman?
No, not at all.
Do you have any aspirations to become a pro football player?
Yes, I've been playing football for about 13 years, and all I dream about is playing professional ball, so I look kind of forward to playing professional ball.
What do you feel your chances are of making it to the pros?
I think I have a pretty good chance.
And finally, what do you back to wide receiver and then back to defensive back?
Well, when the coach switched me, it really didn't bother me that much because they recruited me to come play football for them. So I said, you know, wherever he needed me, I was going to play. So once he switched me, it didn't bother me at all because all I wanted to do was just line up in a Hurricane uniform and go out there and play football.
All right. If school football player about preparing himself for college ball?
Yes, first of all, he has to get his books. If you don't get your books, there's no team, no major college team that's going to come look at you if you're not a good student. You have to have at least, I think, a 2.0 right now. And in the future, I think they'll probably move it up to something like 2.5. But that's the main thing. You have to get books, you know, in order to play college football. Because that's the #1 thing they stress around the UM campus is that, you know, get your books, study, study, study. So if you want to play major college ball, you have to start in high school first with your grades.
Look for the game this week against Mississippi State.
I think we're going to win by 21 points.
I believe in the second and 9 that he will put it up, and he doesn't. Pitches out, and there's Reggie Sutton to make a great play on the ball carrier, Elmer Wilson. Reggie Sutton up from his cornerback spot. Hard hit on Wilson, a loss on the play.
And it was a victorious day for Reggie Sutton and the University of Miami. The final score, University of Miami Hurricanes 24, Mississippi State Bulldogs 7. And we'll be right back after a commercial message produced by students. Stay tuned.